can you imagine what his voice sounded like? That these men literally dropped everything. Hello!
Hi, friends!
I'm Jenna.
I'm Steph.
This is my good buddy, Steph. What does his voice sound like? For anyone and everyone who has ever said, I don't know what the voice of God sounds like, I just want to invite you to take that to prayer. What does follow me sound like? That these men dropped everything, left everything. Like the Sunday gospel, hated everything else in light of this one, who forsook everything else in light of Jesus. Like, what does that sound like? How compelling could he have been?
Wow.
You know? I just think it's such a beautiful thing to think about.
That's such a beautiful invitation, Jenna. If you don't know, you can simply ask, what does follow me sound like to me? And you can begin to be familiar with maybe a voice you've heard before and you just didn't know, like, that's the voice of God speaking to me. And it is going to sound so different and so unique, and you're not crazy, you're not making it up in your head. Ask him to confirm it for you. You can. Friends, you can hear his voice. You can have a friendship with Jesus. Like, these are not, like, far-fetched things, like, for people on pulpits. Like, we are all called to be friends and to be children of God, and we have, like, a desire in our hearts that we are born with to be in relationship with him. And so I know that there have been even, like, generations or people who have not learned this. And so we cling to the tradition and we cling to, you know, our responses at Mass. But the truth is that all of that is supposed to lead us into deeper relationship with him. And we get to experience that by reading the Word, by spending time with him in front of the Blessed Sacrament, by learning what your inner room looks like and spending time with him there. Like, it is very possible for you to have an actual relationship with Jesus Christ as a Catholic Christian in this world. So I just want to encourage you to, like, get to know him as a friend, and hear his voice and ask him, what does that sound like to me, Lord?
Yes.
How have you spoken to me?
Yeah, as I was, like, pondering the come and see, that just kept standing out to me as well. I was just, like, convicted of, like, what is God asking me to come and see that maybe I've not attuned my ear to? When we're discerning things, are we hearing a come and see from him? Like, is there more for us, particularly, specifically for you in that thing in X, Y, or Z? Like, what is he inviting you and me to? Because all he wants is deeper relationship with you. And like Steph said, like, these aren't just trite words. Rote prayer is so beautiful, but we have to bring it into our hearts. We have to be receptive to the Holy Spirit's whisperings and movements in our hearts, so that these words that we say when we go to the highest form of worship in the Mass, that we are literally standing at the throne of heaven, worshiping God alongside all of the angels and the saints. Like, this has to penetrate deeper than our minds or our habits or our rituals that we've always done. It needs to go. He wants to be deeply embedded into each one of our hearts. That's his desire for us.
Amen.
Yeah.
I want to talk about briefly the wedding at Cana.
Yes, please.
Please continue to share your takeaways in the comments, because we want to
read
know
more.
what you have.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about this moment in the wedding at Cana. And we've all heard it. We all have the really cool posters, right? We love this because enter Mary, you know, as one of the main characters, as, you know, the one that kickstarted there's just, first of all, there's too much to unpack. We could have a whole session on just the wedding at Cana.
For sure.
But I wanted to take time to think about the fact that Jesus did begin his public ministry when he performed this miracle. And and again, we can get so caught up with, like, I've already heard this, that we miss out, like, the details, that he used jars that people used as, like, for ceremonial washings, okay, to make this water become wine. And that's not a little detail that we need to overlook, that this is actually, he's already giving us hints. Okay, if my ministry starting, you're going to have to follow along. I'm leaving you a trail. And that even was this a sacrifice. He's going to cleanse the sacrificial rituals, and he's going to begin his ministry, right, by using these jars that were used to wash unclean things, unclean feet even. And so it says in John 2, verse 11, it said, Jesus did this, the first of his signs, in Cana of Galilee, and revealed his glory, and his disciples believed him. I don't know about you, but for me, there are times where I'm like, Jesus, can you reveal yourself to me? Can you reveal why I'm going through this? Can you just give me just lay it all out for me, you know? And we forget that he does. Like, he does. God reveals himself to us through a lot, through the word, through nature, through each other, through the sacraments, through his church, right? And we can kind of get lost in that. And so this was the beginning of when Jesus started to reveal who he was and what he was going to do. And that was the beginning for us, is that he is going to do the things for us, that he's going to show us. He's not like a mystery to be figured out, but that he's going to show us, I'm here. And like, what I've promised you is true. And I'm going to provide for you. And I'm going to take care of you. And then it says, and his disciples believed him.
Yes.
So even after, Lord, that you reveal yourself to me, help me to believe.
Yes.
Because I have seen signs and wonders, and I have seen miracles in my life and in my loved one's life. And there are times that I still don't believe. And you think about these disciples, they're going to spend the most time with him, the most intimate time with him. And even then, you know, when it was time for his passion, they left. They denied him. One betrayed him. And so I put myself in this scene, and I want to say, like, Jesus, if I see you, when you reveal yourself to me, help me to believe.
Yes.
Help me to believe. So I wanted to touch on that, because I think it's so important that we remember. It's so good when we're struggling in prayer. This is just something I learned. Like, when I'm struggling in prayer, when I don't feel like it, when I don't believe it, all I have to do is take time and just remember.
Wow.
Remember the good things. Remember the promises. Remember how he's come through. And it's like, oh yeah, this is the truth. I was listening to lies. I wasn't looking for the light in the darkness. The truth is that you are good, and that you do care about me. You are going to protect me.
Yeah. That is so good. I'm going to go pray with that later. I can't wait. Ellie said, I read a commentary that said what Jesus is basically saying to Mary at the wedding at Cana is, if I perform this first miracle, everything begins and everything will change. You will no longer be mom, but the fulfillment of the new Eve, and the clock against my life will start ticking.
And what did Mary do? As the woman on mission, she's like,
yeah,
go do what he tells you.
Let's do it.
Go do what he tells you. I know.
I just can't believe that as a mother, to look at her son who's saying to her, hey, this means it's the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm.
And like the suffering that she will experience, to still say, let's go. Let's go. The total humility and love she has for the freaking world. To say, yeah, okay. I'm understanding, I'm hearing you, that you're saying it's time. And I'm saying, yeah, again. It's crazy. Jesus is basically telling Mary, if I perform this, my hour of passion and death will begin. Are you sure that's what you want? Right?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Jean, I can see Jesus' smiling eyes as he speaks to Nathaniel. Okay, I cry with Nathaniel. It's my favorite. So full of life, capturing his listener, pulling them in and promising them they will see heaven opened and miracles. You will see heaven opened?
Yes,
what?
Please.
Like, I can't believe that.
I know.
Said that. It's crazy.
It's one of my favorites.
It's so cool.
All of these are big stories, guys.
Yes.
Like, even if we think that they're just small parts of the story. I did a Spanish Devo on Nathaniel, and I'm just like, it's coming out. I think the gospel will be later this month.
Okay.
And I'm just like, he saw me. He saw me when I thought I was alone.
Yep.
He saw me, and then he said, I was there with you.
Yep.
You weren't ever alone.
I was thinking about that. Like, not under the olive tree, but under the fig tree. Like the Lord being like, hey, come under the fig tree. Come with me. This is where I am. This is where I see you in private. This is your secret room.
Yeah.
Under the fig tree. I'm like, yeah, I want to go under the fig tree like Nathaniel. Thanks for watching our clip from the weekly visit.
To watch the full conversation, head over to the member community linked down below.
We love visiting with you, so we'll see you there.